Welcome. In this explainer, we're going to go on a fun little visual hunt. Our goal? To really get a handle on some of the most useful words in English, the ones that tell us exactly where things are. These little words are game changers, trust me. Okay, to make this fun, let's play a little game. Our mission, should you choose to accept it, is to find this red ball, and we're going to use some special clue words to figure out exactly where it's hiding. All right, our hunt kicks off with the absolute basics. We're going to master 3 super simple but incredibly powerful words: on, in, and under. Seriously, these are the foundations for describing pretty much any location. If you get these, everything else gets way easier. So, what are these things actually called? Well, their official name is prepositions of place. Think of them like little map words. They help us build a picture in our head showing the relationship between 2 different things. They answer that simple, all-important question, where? Aha! Our first clue. Look at that. The red ball is sitting right on top of the box. So whenever something is touching the top surface of another object, just like this, the word we use is on. The ball is on the box. Simple, right? And whoa, just like that, one tiny word changes the entire picture. Look at it now. The ball isn't on the surface anymore. It's actually contained inside the box. So now we say it is in the box. See the difference? And with another quick move, its location has changed again. Now it's below the box. The box is kind of covering it from above. In this situation, we say the ball is under the box. So there you have it: on, in, and under. Our first 3 essential clues are in the bag. Okay, let's move on to our next clue and see how this all builds. What happens if our little red ball isn't on top, or inside, or underneath something? I mean, what if it's just kind of nearby? Yeah, we need a word for that too. And here we go. Sometimes an object is just beside another one, right at its side. It's not on top, not inside, it's just close by. For that, we say the ball is next to the chair. So let's pause here for a second and think about this. If the ball is next to the chair, does that also mean the chair is next to the ball? Yeah, it absolutely does. This shows us that next to is like a two-way street. It creates this mutual relationship between 2 objects. All right, our location hunt is about to level up a little bit. The world isn't always that simple, so we need some words that help us describe more complex scenes, maybe with more than 2 objects, or where our own point of view really starts to matter. Okay, check this out. The red ball is now kind of being flanked on both sides. When something is in the middle like this, with things on either side of it, we say it is between them. So the ball is between the 2 boxes. Now it's playing hide and seek. From where we're standing, the table is blocking our view of the ball. And this is a really important point. Behind totally depends on your point of view. So we find the ball behind the table. But think about it. Is the table behind the ball? Not from where we're looking. That's a pretty interesting difference from next to, isn't it? Seeing them side by side like this makes the difference crystal clear. Between is always about being in the middle of at least 2 other things. But behind is all about your perspective. It's about being at the back of something, often hidden from where you are. Okay, we've done it. We've collected all of our word clues. We've got on, in, under, next to, between, and behind. So now let's use everything we've learned to describe a full, complete room. This is where the magic really happens. So let's put our new vocabulary to the test. Imagine this scene. We can now describe it perfectly. We can say the ball is on the table, the box is under it, the chair is next to it. You see? With just a few sentences, we can pinpoint where everything is. This is how you build a complete and accurate picture for someone using just your words. It's pretty cool. So why did we go on this whole hunt? Was it just a fun little game? Well, yeah, it was. But it's so much more than that. These little words, they have a huge job. They take our language from being confusing and vague to being perfectly, wonderfully clear. The writer Mark Twain really said it best. Being precise matters. Imagine I tell you my keys are just the table. That's not helpful, right? But if I say they are on the table, you know exactly where to look. It's literally the difference between confusion and clarity. And you know what? There's a super simple 3-step recipe you can use every single time. First, pick your main object, the thing you're talking about. Second, choose a landmark object nearby. And third, just connect them with the perfect preposition. It's a simple formula for clear descriptions every time. So here's the biggest takeaway from all this. Start using these words to describe your own world. Don't just memorize them from a screen, actually apply them. The more you describe the things around you, the more natural this is all going to feel. So go on. Take a look around you right now. What's on your desk? What's behind your chair? Your next lesson is right there in the room with you.